when I think about leadership, I try to think about it in a little bit of a different way. Basically, my premise is the following. Every person in this room is a leader. You all have leadership capabilities. And the question is, do you really understand your leadership capabilities? So I am a believer in what I call the superheroes theory of leadership. And the superheroes theory of leadership goes like this. We're all kind of like the Avengers. You guys all know the Avengers, right? So somebody in this room is Iron Man. Really smart, really good at coming up with, cool technical things to make things work better. Somebody in this room, I can't see them right now, is the Hulk. Really big and strong and great at just smashing things. There are several Black Widows in the room who are really stealthy and capable of maneuvering around. The archer guy whose name I always forget, there's somebody in the room who has that skill as well. Each one of you has that superpower in you. Each one of you is a member of an Avengers team. The question is, do you know which Avenger you are? And do you know how to work with the other people who have superpowers to become a great team? And so for me, leadership starts in this superheroes theory with understanding what your superpowers are. And can you really be honest and look and say, hey, this is what I'm great at? I said earlier on, it took me 5 years to realize that the fact that I had no interest in video games and no technical experience was okay. For a while, I just thought it was an Achilles heel I could never get over. But I realized after a while that I had other superpowers that the team needed. I was really good at working with partners, and we had to work with about 50 different partners. I was pretty good at strategy, and we needed some real help in strategy. I was a good people manager, and when I left, there was 9,000 people on the team. So there were things I could do that were my superpowers. But I also had to realize that there were things where I had weaknesses. So to mix comic book metaphors, I'm going from the Marvel universe to the DC Comics universe, so I apologize for those of you who are segregationists on those topics. But I had to learn my kryptonite too. So I had to learn what were the things I was really bad at. And then I had to find people who I could put on my team who could do that really well. And I had to figure out how to motivate them to work for me and to get that work done and be proud of what they did. And thankfully, I had a guy in software and a guy in hardware and a woman in finance who were incredible. And collectively, we became Team Xbox. And in that second version of the product, the first version had plenty of talent, just no team. In the second version, we formed a team. And it changed the course of the project. And so this first idea around leadership is understanding your superpowers, understanding your kryptonite, and building the team around you that makes that work.